Good morning, everyone. Well, here's a good news story. Another reason to vote for President Trump for re-election this year. Take a look at this headline from, of all places, the Huffington Post. The Trump administration is rushing to execute people in the middle of a pandemic. Bravo, President Trump. Bravo. Let's take a look at how the HuffPo starts this article out. The federal government executed 50-year-old William LaCroix on Tuesday night after the Supreme Court, this is the Supreme Court's first order since Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg entered the afterlife, denied a last-minute bid to block it. I'm already starting to like this new Supreme Court, even with 8 justices. Who was convicted in 2004 of killing a nurse. Gee, that's not all he did. He raped and murdered this 30-year-old woman, and his father said after the execution that justice was finally served. So it gave the family some peace that this animal had finally kicked the oxygen habit. This sedative caused his midsection to heave uncontrollably, the color to drain from his lips, and his face to turn pale gray. According to witnesses in the execution chamber inside the federal prison in Terre Haute, Indiana, he was pronounced dead at 9:06 p.m. This man more than murdered this woman, he also raped her. And when he murdered her, it wasn't done to inflict as little pain and suffering on her as possible as like when he was executed. For that, let's go to another news source. Fox. You can see this headline. William Emmett LaCroix, convicted killer, is executed. Let's skip it all until we get to the part where it talks about what he did. Back in 2001, LaCroix broke into the Georgia home of Joanne Lee Tiesler and waited for her to return home from a shopping trip. Upon walking through the door, LaCroix hit Tiesler with a shotgun, bound the nurse's hands, strangled her with an electrical cord, and raped her. He then slashed her throat and repeatedly stabbed her in the neck. It sounds like this injection this animal was given to put an end to his life was a lot more humane than what he gave to poor Joanne Lee Tiesler, doesn't it? Let's get back to the HuffPo piece, though. Last year, Barr announced plans to resume federal executions after a long hiatus caused by legal challenges, drug availability issues, and an Obama-era review of capital punishment after a disturbed botched execution in Oklahoma. So, if you're hoping to vote for Sleepy Joe, I guess you were in favor of the federal government not executing animals like this. If you are in favor of animals like this kicking the oxygen habit, you have no choice but to vote to re-elect President Trump, who is trying to eliminate these animals as quickly as the law allows.